part 9. I'm sorry you can't see about an inch of the screen. We're like, okay, see about an inch of the screen, half an inch of the screen is cut off. Look over here, you can see it. You can see that you're in a film reel because of these little film things. But this is cartoon number 9. Oh, what do you know? It's part 9 of the walkthrough, and this is cartoon number 9. Cartoon number 9 is Alpine Climbers Part 2. You can't really tell much what happened in this cartoon. But you can tell that they ran into some safety patrol maybe, and that a dog was rolling barrels down the mountain. Oh, more rock falls. Oh, film reel. Make sure you get that. Anyway, let's get out of here. Mickey Junk Mountain slopes. And once again, I forgot to look at the clock when I started filming. Excuse us, we need to go in and see Oswald. Sorry, that door's out of commission. No power, you see. Even if it worked, you can't open that door as long as blotlings are about. Get rid of them and I'll open the door, or you could try to power it yourself. Ha! The collector's hut where Gilda left her axes up on the ledge, but how do we reach it? Alright, now, here's what I did the first time. First, I went over here and got these e-tickets. Second, I went over here and smacked the crap out of this guy. And he's flicking me off. Third, I decided instead of opening the door myself, I'd go ahead and defeat every monster I could see. So here's a couple Spladooshes. Now here's a helpful hint. Underneath these jigsaw puzzles are pools of thinner, so just push these spatters into them. That's already half of them out of the 10 enemies over here. Just thin this right there for instant death to the spatter. And there's just this guy left. And that's all. That was impressive. Thanks for dealing with them all. I will restore power to the gate. Give my regards for leader Oswald when you see him. Now, if you go power the door yourself, he's going to say, oh no, now the blotlings are going to get in. And you can still go ahead and kill all the spatters. And I'm like, so what's the big deal there? Now this wall may seem impassable, but it's his Mickey Mouse birthday show. If you go through it, and go to this chest over here, you can find a gold pin. And also there's something else you want to see. Looks like you can play some sort of game here. I'm not into sports, I'm afraid. Now there's a piece of concept art right there, so what you gotta do is you gotta jump into the Steam to get it. Now, the extra content you unlock is called Epic Mickey, but if you go to the concept art on the main menu, it's actually a child's drawing, and it's not that good. Anyway, I know, now the first time I played this game, I did not get the axe, so the quest was expired. An expired quest means, like, you just didn't do it at all, but you didn't fail it, or, like, you had some parts remaining to it and you didn't do it. Like, failed just means you did it completely wrong. Expired means there were some parts of it left and you just didn't even bother to try. You didn't even attempt. Now, the first time I just could not find the axe, so I got the quest marked as expired. The second time I went and got the axe, but I noticed a hidden area. And I know the first time I didn't get the axe at all, but I'm going to change it a little bit because if you actually go in that hidden area, which requires gildas axe, you'll find like 3 pins down there. So anyway, first step is to thin this hand. It's going to drop this anvil, and it's going to start up this machinery over here. Let me remind you, the first time I tried to get up there, right over there, but of course that's too high of a jump. So yeah, the first time I guess you can say I didn't even attempt. I mean, I did attempt, but it was a horrible attempt at getting the axe. So the first time I got the quest expired. Second time I found the axe. Second time I found the axe, had to go get some. Went into that hidden area to get some pins. Third time I found the axe, went in there and got another pin. The fourth time, here's what happens. The fourth time I actually gave the axe to her. If you give the axe to her, she'll be waiting in Oztown for it, and all she gives you is a few E-tickets. That's it. No power spark, no pin, no nothing, just a few E-tickets. So don't bother getting your axe, getting the axe. First, we're gonna paint this TV, and that's gonna make the thin level drop. And look at that, another Mickey Mouse and SNES game. That box right there says Mickey stuff. You gotta paint these little heads in. Alright, now we're up here. And you wanna paint this in. Mickey, I think this is as far as Gilda got when she's exploring the mountain. If you want to, we can head in and see if the axe Gilda lost is in there. There it is, it's the climbing axe she lost. Of course, this is the very top of Mickey Junk Mountain, so it's like not like she could have gotten any farther. Anyway, back into the door. But let me just tell you, like I said, I know this isn't what I did the first time. The second time I went into the hidden area, the first time I didn't get the axe. But it's like I said, there are 3 pins in there, so it is extremely important, in my opinion, that I show you in the walkthrough, even though that is not what I did the first time. So I'll shut up now. This is that rabbit, Oswald, right? Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, that's his name. He was an actor. Great Guns, Charlie Troubles, Oh What a Night. Oswald was in lots of old films. He was the first of us to become the star, and the first to be forgotten. What? Forgotten? Why? What happened? You happened. He seems pretty popular down here. Of course, Oswald runs this place, or at least he did before the Thinner disaster. Thinner disaster? Wait, what? Okay, now you have to go up some extremely long spiral staircase. And while we're going up the thing, make sure you paint in the spots so you don't fall all the way down and have to start over. While we're going up there, let me explain exactly who Oswald is, just in case you don't know. Oswald was actually Mickey Mouse's predecessor. He was Walt Disney's first cartoon character, okay? And he was in lots of old films, like Great Guns, Charlie Troubles, Oh What a Night. And Minnie Mouse had a predecessor too. In Oh What a Night, which is actually able to unlock, you'll be able to, by getting a certain amount of film reels, the usher will give you Oh What a Night to view in the extras menu. And that's where he met the love of his life, Hortensia, who was like supposed to be the Minnie Mouse of Oswald's day, I guess. Just make sure you don't like fall off the stairs here, because it's pretty dark right here. And so yeah, he was in lots of old films, and so Hortensia and Oswald both become forgotten because Universal, who kind of like helped Walt Disney in the making of Oswald, Universal, it's a long story, I can't remember, I looked it up on Wikipedia. Universal kind of stole Oswald from him, and that's actually his face right there on the carpet. Because like they wanted to give Walt like a budget cut or something, but he said no. But so yeah, Universal just kind of stole Oswald from him, and Oswald officially stopped in like 1930 something, 1936 I think. And then Walt Disney came out with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. So that's what Gus meant when he said, "What happened? You happened," is because Universal just took off with Oswald. Walt forgot about Oswald, he made Mickey. So that's how Oswald became a forgotten character, and that's also why he's the ruler of Wasteland. And that's his off-beaten throne up there. Looks like he's the one to talk to around here. Now here's what I mean about a hidden area. If you thin this thing with Oswald's face on it, You can actually go down. And you'll notice a jail cell thing. That gate needs to be wedged open. Something like Gildas climbing axe will work perfectly. But if we use it to wedge the door open, we won't be able to return it to it later. Should we use the climbing? Yeah, sure, whatever. You'll get to there. You'll get over there, don't worry. Okay, now you have to thin these Oswald bunny ears for them to block the thinner. Anyway, this hidden area is pretty interesting. I did not find it on my own, okay? Oh. Duh. Now, if you paint the area around you, this is the work of someone very dedicated. Yes, dedicated, that's it. This is a miniature replica of Wasteland. Well, not really miniature, I guess. It's kind of a diorama. But yes, this is very interesting. It's a replica of Wasteland. There's Main Street. This is Ventureland, which is World 4, which we'll get to in quite some time. This is Lonesome Manor, which is like World 5, and that'll be a ways off. Okay, I don't want to go over there. It seems like suicide, but here we go. And there's also some more security cameras over there if you want to smash and get some e-tickets. This is Mickey Junk Mountain, and notice how every time you paint something in, one platform goes higher, and this main one goes higher. And this is... I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I'm assuming Gremlin Village with the windmill. And this is the next area we'll be going to after we leave Mickey Junk, which is Tomorrow's City. Anyway, that's all of the replicas. And you want to get up to this main one, which is supposed to be Dark Beauty Castle, I think. Seems hard to get inside. Maybe we'll just go around. Yeah, here we go. Now, you're going to wonder what this guy is supposed to be. Okay, that's like Mickey Mouse right there. Okay, to get the first of the 3 pins, you're going to have to, like, jump on his hat or something to get up there. Ah! Suicidal. Yeah! Crap! How did that happen? It's pretty tough to get up there, just FYI. But we're going back down. The doorway is already open for us. You can get extra health in this game, but that's kind of a ways off. You have to buy it from the Emporium. Ah! Maybe a little tough to get on there. To get onto that bottle of thinner the first time, but it is possible. Why am I pointing at the... There. Almost out of paint now. Whew, boy, that was close. Alright. But it is not easy to get over to that one pin, trust me. It may seem like suicide trying to get on that magic Mickey hat, but that's supposed to be a replica of him in Fantasia, I guess. Something like that. Maybe if we thin this roof, it'll be an easier jump. Here we go. Alright, now that chest up there. This is why I had to come back here the third time, because the second time I did not get that chest on that hard to reach place. I did not get that chest right there. So that's why I came back the third time. Better plan out our jump. Maybe if we can jump from the jump on the cork. Yeah, Geronimo. No! Stupid thing. No! 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 Oh my God! This is so hard. Okay, first of all, I took 3 hits, not 5. How did that kill me? Ah! Alright, I made it up there. Took me another try. But I just jumped up on that cork and jumped up here. And if you do have the skills to get up here and not have to come back up the next time you play this same file, like I did, you'll get a gold pin. Now watch and observe. Okay, so first we want to somehow go down there. Okay, here we go. Alright, now if you thin this little Mickey statue, he's going to drop the bottle of thinner that he has in his hands. Notice how all the replicas of Wasteland start to sink. Sound familiar to you? Exactly. It's exactly what you think. This was a copy cleverly crafted by probably no other than Oswald, and is supposed to represent the thinner disaster. Now, how Oswald knew that it was Mickey that made the thinner disaster is pretty weird, because it's not until like the end of the game that Mickey admits to Oswald and Gus that it was his fault. But maybe he didn't actually know it. Maybe it's just purely coincidence, or maybe because he just hates Mickey Mouse that he made that little statue of Mickey, Fantasia Mickey. But yes, this is supposed to be the example of the thinner disaster. This whole replica right here. Mickey, the bottle of thinner dropped into the portal and flooded all of Wasteland. So yeah, that's pretty interesting, but make sure you come down to this Wasteland replica because it will get you 3 pins. Okay, slide down here. Once you're down here, you can't go back. And in this one, you'll get the Mickey Jump Mountain pin. Oh, no, you'll get the silver pin. Alright, anyway, we're going to hop on this little boat thing. Oh, crud. Okay, maybe not now. Okay, you can't go into that little bars, those little bars, of course. Anyway, make sure you thin this gate. This is a pretty interesting boat ride. Make sure you don't miss your boat, though, since you have to jump over this stuff. Now, you can just spin attack for that. And this is where you'll get the Mickey Jump Mountain pin, and the bars are already open for you. Gildas climbing X must have snapped because that door is sealed tight again. And so is the one behind us. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I know I didn't do that the first time I played a full run through this game, but if you want to get 3 pins, one being at the custom Mickey Jump Mountain pin, make sure you go down there. I wonder what all these guards are thinking of us since they noticed how we discovered the hideout. My partner over there is a real cut-up. I have to go talk to him. Anyway, all these guards are going to be kind of grumpy and negative towards you. So, nothing to see here. Now, if you get close to that little Mickey thing, it turns out to be one of those string, pull, and then Mickey talks things. So he's going to say something that you can't even understand because it's so old. My arches fell from standing around so much. I'll bet you think that's funny, a playing card with flat feet. Oh, he's never said that before. Now, in case you're wondering what that projector screen over there is doing, don't worry, we'll go there one time. Don't play games with me, ha ha ha, very funny. Do not worry, we will pop out of that projector screen, but at a very later point in the game. Like, this is World 2, World 6 is destroying the blood. Well, once we get to World 6, we will pop out of that screen. I'm keeping my eyes on you. I hear from a reliable source that you're mean. That reliable source must be Oswald. Now, we're about to go through Oswald's adventures, actually. She talked to this ace called Ace of Spades. Oh, it's you. You're not getting in to see him, not unless you pass some tests. Go through that first projector screen on the left. Prepare to have your ticket punched. Now, we're going to go through some projector screens, but they're not Mickey Mouse adventures. They're Oswald adventures. If your grandma wants to go along with you, that's fine. Yes, that is right. We get to go through 3 of Oswald's adventures, and you guessed it, Trolley Troubles, Oh What a Night, and Great Guns. Cartoon number 10 is Oswald Adventure of Trolley Troubles. Now, I actually went on YouTube and looked this one up. And Oswald is operating a trolley with an overload amount of people. It's got like a bajillion people in it. Okay, when it rises up, now you don't have to be on the trolley, but it's just better to be. It's going to continuously rise up and fall. And yes, there was a point in the cartoon where a cow got in the way, but he hit a switch or something, and something frightened that old grandma cow into running the heck out of there. This is very slow, so be patient. Now watch out for that little gap in the road right there. And you'll need to open this gate. Watch out, because this is where it really starts to get fast. Make sure you're on the trolley. Here we go! Woo! Get that film reel. At the end of the cartoon, what happens is the trolley full of people falls into the river, and you have to assume everyone dies or something, because then Oswald gets in a canoe and just canoes down the canyon, not giving a crap about the dead people. Bravo, you made it. Let's get out of here, alright? In case you were thinking we'd pop out of that other projector screen after this one, no. I told you we'd get there at the end of the game. I suppose it could have been a fluke. You better be of the right caliber if you're going to make it through this one. Cartoon number 11 is Oswald Adventure number 2, and it is named Great Guns. This is about Oswald joining the army, and he's in a war, and that's him in the tank right there. You get to fly in all these different helicopters. Just make sure you don't get shot. Make sure you stay on the plane, too. Crap. Okay. Well, I was going to go back to get some more tickets anyway. Anyway, that's also Oswald up there, and he's in a nest firing a machine gun. Yes, that was part of the cartoon. I went on YouTube to look this one up as well. That's him in another tank, and that's torpedoes dropping. Ouch! But yes, Oswald went and joined the war, and like at some point he got in a dogfight up in the airplanes with one of his comrades, I think, because he was pissed off at him for destroying some picture of his. Because before he went to the war, he went to some woman's house, and no, not Hortensia's, but he went to some woman's house, and like she gave him a picture of her to remind him of her during the war, okay? And so like this butthole destroys the picture, and so he gets in a dogfight in the airplane with them. Now jump at the right time and get this film reel. And there's Oswald up there in the machine gun nest. And you'll have to like knock this cannon down with your spin move. At the end of the cartoon, Oswald is like disintegrated, and he goes to the nurse, and the nurse kind of brings him back to love, and brings him back to life, and they fall in love. I knew you'd get through it. What do you say we get out of here? Remember, the music in the projector screens is the music from the actual cartoon. I can't come up with any witty puns for this one. Just jump through the projector screen, okay? Cartoon number 12, Last Oswald Adventure. Oh, what a night. Now, Oh What a Night is actually able to view. If you give the usher a certain amount of film reels, he will give you the legitimate version of Oh What a Night. No shortened crap, no nothing. The actual thing from 1928. He will let you view it in the extras menu. So, because you can unlock it and view it, I'm not going to explain this cartoon whatsoever. It is for you to either look up on the internet if you don't have this game, or just get enough film reels to get it. So I'm going to make a challenge to you, okay? I'm not going to explain this whatsoever because it is available to get in the game. So there's no point in explaining it to you. Oh, and if you don't believe me when I say the music in the project screen version is the music in the cartoon, okay, then you might as well believe me, because if you listen to the music in here and then you listen to the music in the unlockable version, you'll notice that the music is the exact same. Now, this took me forever to get past the first time I was playing this game. I don't recommend you jumping over those two knights with the spears. I recommend you just taking this other way out. Be careful not to fall. And don't forget to flip all these switches. Anyway, this is the first... Now, Oswald was in more than Great Guns, Charlie Troubles, and Oh What a Night. He was in way more than 3 cartoons. And yes, this is the one where we met Hortensia, and that is Hortensia right there. Film reel. You knocked all 3 out in no time. Want to go tell that smug guard about it? Oswald completed those in half the time. Still, I begrudgingly commend you. The doors to an audience with our fearless leader are now open, but he will not be pleased. He is the greatest hero you will ever meet. Move on. Now, later on in the game, you get to come back here, and you actually get to kind of explore the room that Oswald's in right now, and you'll see that there are a bunch of TVs and security cameras set up, and some of them are actually focused on the replica of Wasteland we were at earlier. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. This is his weird looking throne, and there's a piece of concept art behind it. Anyway, let's go in and meet the guy. You'll find out very important information. Quite the exhibition. All he needs is a gift shop. It's kind of unsettling. I get that he doesn't like me, but gosh, you think? I'm Oswald. I run the cartoon Wasteland, or I used to. Before that, I used to be a star. Until you stole my popularity, mouse. Hey, my name is Mickey. Oh, believe me, I know. Your name and likeness are on all this junk. For years, I've looked at this mountain of your stuff, wondering why you get all the success I deserve. For a long time, I tried to make the best of it, tried to make a nice place for everyone else, especially my sweetie and our bunny children. We were doing okay until the thinner disaster. And now, Mickey figures out that it was his fault all along. Clumsy rabbit, let me just clean this up. The disaster unleashed the blot, then the mad doctor went over to his side. Hey, what are you looking at? Nothing. That's not important. I saw Hortensia's house back in Oswald. What happened? Like you said, not important. What do you care? You already have what you need, a heart. Heart? Forgotten characters lose their heart. Without a heart, no one can leave here. I used to have a heart before you replaced me. So you kidnapped me to steal my heart? Not me, the mad doctor and the blot did. I don't even want you here. We should just get out. In fact, you can. You still have your heart. Tomorrow City has the Moonlander rocket. We can fly out of Wasteland. Meet me there and we'll blast off. But Oswald, without a heart, we can't leave. Yes, forgotten characters lose their heart, and since Mickey is here and he's not forgotten, he still has a heart, so we can still leave Wasteland. And I notice how he had a flashback of the beginning of the game, okay? So, at the beginning of the game, the Mad Doctor was trying to suck up Mickey's heart, not to kill him, but just to prevent him from leaving Wasteland. Now, I'm not gonna spoil the surprise for you just yet on why the Mad Doctor wanted to steal his heart, but believe me, you will find out later in the game why the Mad Doctor was wanting to steal his heart and wanting to prevent Mickey from leaving Wasteland. And yes, that pink house is Hortensia's house, remember? So Mickey's like, what happened to her? And Oswald's like, yeah, not important. So he's just being stubborn right now. Oh, by the way, don't forget about the ice cream cake. Remember way back when in part 7 we had to, like, part 6 actually, no, part 7, we had to get this ice cream cake for Horse? Well, Clarabelle's finally finished it, and she wants us to deliver it to him. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. So anyway, that's the end of Mickey Junk Mountain and World 2. Next we'll be going to World 3, to Mars City. And because of that, see you all next time.